Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In this work, we use simple numerical analysis such as addition and subtraction of small whole numbers to connect the Quran and define a structure constant, which is regarded as the most mysterious quantity in physics. Understanding this work does not require knowledge of physics. The fine structure constant is a fundamental physics constant that measures the intensity of electromagnetic interactions between the elementary charged particles, and its value is approximately equal to 1 divided by 137. The equation shows the most recent experimental value and its close association to the number 137. The left and right sides of the equation are two different representations of the same quantity. Here are three related questions that have yet to be answered. Is the fine structure constant a universal constant? What is the significance of the number 137? What is the meaning of the fine structure constant? And here are the measurements of the fine structure constant value from year 1969 to 2026. The red arrow points to the measurement given on the previous page. 1 divided by 137 was once thought to be the precise value of the fine structure constant. In this work, we use the value of 1 divided by 137. Now we convert the decimals into whole numbers. And now this is our constant here. The fine structure constant's value of 729,927 brings to light a surprising numerical pattern in the Quran that precisely corresponds to this value. In previous videos, we demonstrated that the first chapter of the Quran, known as Al-Fatiha, which means the opener and the key to understand the Quran, but also is known as the mother of the book, is unique and contains 7 verses made of a total of 29 words. Including Surah Al-Fatiha, 3 of the 114 chapters of the Quran have been the subject of intense debate for centuries. The first one is the Al-Fatiha itself. The Bismillah is the first verse of Surah Al-Fatiha. That's the only one of the 114 chapters of the Quran. Who is the Bismillah is missing from chapter 9. That's also the only one in the Quran. Chapter 27 includes 2 Bismillahs. This is also the only one in the Quran. The 3 highlighted chapters construct a mathematical framework consisting of 27 chapters and a total of 3,252 verses. And as you can see, A is the origin of B, which is this mathematical structure. At first glance, the numerical pattern in the 3 highlighted chapters seems to align with the fine structure constant value of 729,927. However, further investigation confirmed the connection between this pattern and the fine structure constant. Step 1 of the evidence. The Bismillah is the first verse of chapter Al-Fatiha. Seven verses and 29 words. The Bismillah is missing from chapter 9, but 9 to power of 3 also give us number 729. Chapter 27 includes 2 Bismillahs, and 27 times 27 also give us number 729. Here we are subtracting number 2523 from 3252, which is the total verses of the 27 chapters, from 1 through 27. But as you can see here, number 2523 is the inverse of 3252. This is an elegant and efficient equation involving an integer and its inverse. Basically, it's only one number. And now we can see that when we subtract 2523 from 3252, the number we get is 729. And we know that A is the origin of B, while B is the origin of C. And here we notice that the strange equation, which is deeply connected to the framework of the 27 chapters ABC, has created the ideal number for this context. Interestingly, the numbers 729 and 927 and 2523 and 3252 are of the same number family, an integer and its inverse. So we have 32, 52, and 25, 23, which is equal 729. And here we have number 729 and number 927. And the inverse of 729 is 927, and the inverse of 3252 is 2523. Rather than being a coincidence, the fact that numbers 3252, 2523, and 729 and 927 have the same numerical form indicates their correlation and cogenetic origin. Inshallah, we demonstrate the validity of this extraordinary relationship on the following page. Step 2, the magic number is 3252. Here we have the finite structure constant that we reflected on earlier with numbers 729 and 927. Here we have the equation that we had earlier, 2523 subtracted from 3252 give us 729. Now, instead of subtraction, we use addition. And in this case, we get this beautiful mathematical structure that number 729 is at its center. Now we're going to subtract number 927 from 3252, which is the total verses of the 27 chapters. And here we notice that when we subtract 927, we get 4-digit 2325, which is exactly the same 4 digits of 3252, with the difference that here we have 32, the 32 here is showing us 23, and the 52 here is showing us 25. Now we're going to use and subtract number 729 from number 3252. And here again we see that what we get is 2353, which are exactly the same 4 digits that 3252 has. But this one is in reverse. And here we notice that the 3 numbers that we have here, 3252, 2523, 2325 are exactly the same 4 digits in different form. And here we notice that when we add 927 with 3252, we get 24 times 137, that is here. Up here. Interestingly, when the 7, 2, and 9 are raised to powers of 1, 2, and 3, and we do the same for the 9, 2, and 7, we get 8 times 137, and 24 times 137 is 3 times 8 times 137. As strange as it may be, the equations on this page are fascinating, comprehensive, precise, finely tuned, correlated, and cogenetic, and purposefully designed. While these number theory equations, these equations are in number theory. While these number theory equations related to 729, 927 may not have practical applications in our realm of reality, they operate beautifully, effectively, and meaningfully within their own context of reality. In fact, their reality appears to be more beautiful, peaceful, and poetic than our reality. Step 3. Further investigation also confirmed a fascinating and profound numerical and mathematical connection between chapters 9 and 27. Chapter 9 has 129 verses and chapter 27 has 93 verses. Nine is equal 2 plus 7, and 2 and 7 are the two digits of 27. And 1 plus 2 plus 9 is equal 9 plus 3 is equal 12. And 129 is 129 verses, and 9 and 3 is the 93 verses. Also see that 9 is equal 3 times 3, and 27 is equal 3 times 3 times 3. And the sum of the chapter numbers equals the difference of the two chapters' verses. The chapter numbers 9 plus 27 is equal 36, and the chapter verses 93 subtracted 129 is also 36. Nine, 93 can be written as 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 16 plus 17 plus 18. 6 consecutive numbers. And number 129 can be written as 19 plus 20 plus 21 plus 22 plus 23 plus 24. 6 consecutive numbers. And since number 19 comes after 18, we can write this beautiful equation. The equation 3n times n minus 1 plus 3 also gives the number of verses for both chapters 9 and 27. For n equals 6, 3 times 6 times 6 minus 1 plus 3 is equal 93. And for n equals 7, 3 times 7 times 7 minus 1 plus 3 give us 129. We also know that chapter 27 contains 2 Bismillahs, while chapter 9 contains none. And the first 29 verses of chapter 9 and 27 are distinct. The first 29 verses of chapter 27 fill the area between the 2 Bismillahs. The first 29 verses of chapter 9 are distinct from the following 100 verses. They were revealed collectively, they came together during the Tabuk military campaign and primarily focus on the rules of war. And we see that when we subtract the first 29 verses, 29 subtracted from 129 give us 100, which is equal 10 times 10, and 29 subtracted from 93 give us 64, which is equal 8 times 8. Findings. The Quran and the fine structure constant have an intricate correlation that is self-evident. 2. The Quran and quantum mechanics suggest the existence of a deeper and more extraordinary reality that surpasses our understanding and is stranger than anything we can conceive. The Quran offers insights that serve as a bridge between our perceived reality, our tangible existence, and the ultimate reality that goes beyond the boundaries of our comprehension. This unique quality sets the Quran apart from all other sources. A tree with visible leaves and branches alongside concealed roots exemplifies the external and internal realities, which is basically quantum reality. Thank you for watching, and God bless you all.